Most of the families in India speak their mother tongue at home because उनकी माँ को तो नहीं आती ना इंग्लिश अभी तक जो जनरेशन है तो घर में जो बोलते हैं they speak whatever mother tongue at home they know and the rest is add on where what you learn in school what you learn.
Hi, you're watching WION. I'm Zeba Khan, and today I'm in conversation with the cast of Hindi Vindi. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
I saw the trailer, and it looks like at the core of the film, it's a film which explores familial relationships and how humans we tend to go back to where we started from. So, if you guys could explain a little better what the film is about.
Over to Mihir.
So this film, Hindi Vindi, is mainly about the relationship between a grandmom and a grandson. And of course, we see the relationship between a dad and a son as well. Um, and it's also based on language barrier and how music becomes a mode of communication when language becomes a barrier.
Yes.
Neena ji, any
too.
comment on that? On how the newer generation is finding it difficult to speak in Hindi and consider English to be their mother tongue?
No. एक तो number one, you are talking about point some percent of Indian population.
Yeah.
We are not okay. We are minorities. Mihir, you and me. Now the thing is, Masaba got 90 something percent, the maximum marks in her Hindi, in her 10th board. Why? Because we speak Hindi and I speak Hindi at home. Most of the families in India speak their mother tongue at home. Because उनकी माँ को तो नहीं आती ना इंग्लिश अभी तक जो जनरेशन है तो घर में जो बोलते हैं they speak whatever mother tongue at home they know and the rest is add on where what you learn in school what you learn with your other peers. Now another problem is also because in India itself there are so many foreign languages. I mean you have to speak to a South Indian who does not know Hindi in English only, no?
That's true.
So to a Odia guy, to a Punjabi, at least they know. All these people you speak in English because their Hindi is not as good because their mother tongue is Bengali, Tamil, Telugu. So we are a very amazing nation that we have so many mother tongues and everybody knows their mother tongue and thanks to English that we can communicate amongst each other.
What can you tell us about your role, Neena ji, and your equation with Mihir?
I hated Mihir.
That's the last thing I could hear from Neena ji.
This will become this thing of the interview. Neena, Mihir Ahuja. So it will sell.
Okay. No, please don't say that. I don't know how much of that is true though.
So then, I play Mihir's grandmother in the film, who does not know English very well. A little bit, जैसे salt पता है, sugar पता है, like that. And she has to come because of certain reason to visit him. And now he doesn't know Hindi. So it is a very beautifully woven story between a grandmother and a mother, grandmother and grandson, and how they communicate. A very important part of the film is the music, where Sebastian. So how they communicate, and what I like the most about the film is the emotion it has in it. I think everybody in the whole world, everything is based on emotions. कोई भी emotion रख दो, you are a winner.
Right. Also, a little comment on the changing landscape of cinema. How actors today, it's become very fluid. in the sense that no certain script or no certain role is now just written for a particular age group. While you play a grandmother in this film, but we've seen you play very variety of characters over the years. When when only a certain set of roles were being written for a certain age group. How would you comment on that?
I would say I am the pioneer of breaking this tradition of a woman actor playing various age group roles. Okay, but I have suffered for 60 years, not getting work. If I have done one song, so I got 6 songs, the same costume, same everything. You know, the typecast thing. Things have changed now. I am playing a grandmother, I am playing a mother, I may play a spy in one film. So this is very rare, which happens because you see in Indian households, what does woman do? What is their role? The role of a woman in Indian household, most of the household, 99%, is of a homemaker. Even if she earns, she has to do everything, to cooking and everything. So you don't get variety of roles for a woman. How you get for men? You see, there is still a scale. But but thank God this started to happen because the society is also changing. Women have started to variety of roles in their real life. So that change is happening. So we are benefiting from that change a little bit.
Guy, if you could comment a little about the music, since everybody is talking about that being the central force. What was the vision you had, and what is the essence of the music in the film?
Well, yes, I think for me, music in film especially is so crucial to get right. It you know, I watched, I won't say the movie, but I watched a movie very recently that's in the cinemas now, and I went with such high hopes because I'm a huge fan of the composer. Um, and I thought the music in this other film, it didn't live up to expectations, and for me, that when you get the music wrong, I mean, if you watch some of the classics in India, in English language as well, when the music marries with the script, it is like a match made in heaven. I think back to my favorite Hindi movie growing up was Mary Jung, and you know that you've got Anil Kapoor and this great cast, this beautiful story, and it made me fall in love with Hindi movies because I think growing up, my mum is from Kanpur, and I was lucky enough to to sit down and watch some Hindi movies growing up. But one thing I really loved, you know, this movie it ticks all of the same boxes as what I fell in love with when it comes to Hindi cinema. There's often themes of family. And it's one thing, you know, we've touched on language, and as someone living in Australia, anyone in India, like Mihir and Nina G said, your language is so beautiful and something to be proud of because, you know, in Australia, most people they speak one language, and we wish we had, you know, other tongues. You guys are, yeah, maybe you take it for granted that it is incredibly a big gift that you can speak in English as well. So many people from India, but you know, growing up, watching that movie with my mum, there was this song called Mary Jung. It was the main song. Zindagi aakatam ek nayi zang hai, jeete ja जीते जाएंगे हम दुआगे zang hai. And I never forgot it. But I think that is a classic example of I don't speak Hindi, but through music, somehow I was able to understand the message that was being said and I think that's the key point of this film is that it explores language, not only language as in Hindi and English, but also how music, that the most important thing is how something is expressed. And that regardless of the limitations of not being able to understand each other, we can still connect with each other by expression, and so I think music plays a huge role in this film, and it had to, we had to work really hard to make sure it was done right. And Ali and Jay, who directed this film, they worked really hard to make one of the first films, I guess, first Bollywood film really made here in Australia. But to marry our two worlds, Australia and India love each other.
Thank you, guys. This has been a lovely conversation, and I can't wait to watch the film. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Appreciate it. Thank you, Zeba.